The Nike Air Max 19, the Bacon colorway, is finally making a return 17 years after its first conception and release date. And today's video, we're going to be talking about the resale prices, the investment potential, and if this sneaker is worth your time and your money. Let's go and check it out now. This video is sponsored by the good people over at Pushers, one of the largest online sneaker stores in Australia. They constantly stock a variety of the most hyped and current sneakers that have released, whilst keeping them well priced. New sneakers drop weekly, and with such an amazing assortment of sneakers being stocked, there's definitely a pair of sneakers to satisfy your every needs. With being one of the biggest online sneaker stores in Australia, authenticity and great customer services are assured. Go and check out their amazing website in the link in the description below, and go and follow their social medias down below as well. And with all that being said, let's return to the video. What is going on, you guys? I'm Josh Salvador, and welcome back to another video where we talk all things about sneakers, the resale predictions, resale prices, investment potential for the mid and long term, and basically all the information that you need to know to stay on top of your game. Today's sneaker of the day is going to be Nike Air Max 19, the Bacon colorway, arguably one of the most iconic colorways of the Air Max 90 silhouette, which by the way is one of the most popular Air Max models and silhouettes that we've seen. Definitely a high volume of trades and purchases to this day. There's a lot of people rocking it. It's definitely a classic retro and iconic Air Max model, and for good reason. It's definitely an amazing sneaker. But before we get into all of that, I would like to apologize for my lack of uploads this past 3 weeks. School exams have been completely stressful for this first term. Adding that on with my new cryptocurrency addiction, and yes, I am a cryptocurrency fanatic and investor, and please do expect to see a ton of cryptocurrency or stock market videos coming on this channel. I've been involved in this for so long. Stocks, crypto, it's definitely an amazing space, and with this bull run, it's definitely taken much more of my time nowadays. And I know a ton of you guys are interested in crypto and stocks as well. You've been messaging me, replying and engaging to my stories, so yeah, I'm sure a lot of my viewer demographic would benefit from those videos, hopefully. But yeah, on with the video on the Air Max 19, the Bacon colorway. First and foremost, I'm just super excited and super happy that we're actually finally seeing a sneaker from 17 years ago just randomly make a resurface on the internet and re-release 17 years after its initial release. This is definitely a sneaker that not a lot of new sneakerheads in the game know about. This is more tailored to the old heads and the original Air Max and collectors out there. So there's definitely a smaller demographic of people who are interested in the sneaker. I just wanted to get that out of the way, because the one thing I talk about the most on this channel is consumer sovereignty and consumer sentiment, how the consumers feel about a certain release. And if 50% of this population of sneakerheads nowadays don't even know the cultural significance of the Air Max 19, the Bacon colorway, do you think that they would actively seek these out to rock them or buy them or hold them? And the answer for that is a resounding no. So therefore, I think that the overall demand of the sneaker will be severely high for the OG Air Max sneakerheads, but will be sort of stagnant or low for the new sneakerheads out there. So the new sneakerhead resellers are people who are just new into the game. It's definitely not a colorway that sort of attracts a lot of people, just because it is basically modeled to look like a bacon, with the pink, with all of the other dark, colored aspects that we associate with a bacon or hearty breakfast color. So there we go. It's definitely a collector's sneaker, and for that reason, I think that the demographic and the people who are interested in the sneaker are very limited, and that could hurt your chances on when you're trying to sell this shoe, because you're definitely going to try and find the right buyer at the right price that's interested in taking the sneaker for their own personal reasons, whether it be a display piece, a shoe to rock. If their 17-year-old Air Max 90 pairs are beaten up and about to explode with the soles. So yeah, with all that being said, I do think that this is an amazing sneaker to buy, but at the right price. Right now, the prices are going for around 250 USD, around 300 Australian dollars, and that's a really good price considering the original pair is going for upwards of around $1,000, I'm pretty sure, or $2,000. So for this sneaker to be releasing now in a new revamped colorway, I do think that it's going to be a good sneaker. But I think the biggest problem is not just getting the sneaker, but also selling and finding the right buyer, because you could sell the sneaker, it could be evaluated at a certain price, but the means to sell the shoe, find a buyer, would be increasingly difficult as compared to, say, a sneaker like the Air Jordan 1 Mochas, which 90% of the population probably think is a very attractive sneaker. But yeah, the significance of this release, obviously Nike had to make something big for this Air Max Day, which was March the 26th. So they had to come through full send and, you know, release a fan favorite, the Air Max 90s. I think they released the Infrareds, which is the most popular Air Max 90 colorway that has ever released, at least to my opinion. And yeah, they released that I think a couple years ago, and that was a huge hit. But then now they're releasing this sneaker, which, you know, had a crazy resale value, and then now I think that these sneakers, they've now reached a new median price. You know, people aren't going to seek the 2004 variant when they have a cheaper and more relevant and newer 2021 variant out there. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to hit you guys with my resale predictions for the sneaker, you know, in the upcoming months or years. I do think that this is a long-term investment, and I think that prices are going to like stagnate for a couple of months and then steadily go up. It's not going to reach astronomically high numbers, but I do think that, you know, with a small amount of push in demand, and as more people, you know, actively try and find and buy these sneakers, you'll see a small increase. I don't think it'll be worth your time and money investing and holding onto these unless you have a high amount of capital to just throw out some sneaker investments. But yeah, with all that being said, I don't think it's a good investment to buy right now with the current resale prices, just because I only think that it will appreciate like 10-20% every single year. But it's definitely a good investment for the long term. But if you're trying to flip these sneakers, then I don't think that you'll see that big of a gain. I do see these sneakers hitting around the 350 Australian dollar to 400 Australian dollar mark. That's a very conservative price. I think it could go up, but, you know, the demand of the sneaker is definitely questionable, and yeah, that's something that you have to take into consideration. But all in all, it's an amazing sneaker, and I'm very happy to see such an amazing shoe return. I'm sure a lot of OG sneakerheads and new sneakerheads alike are also happy. But yeah, with all that being said, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in another video coming soon. I will be pushing out uploads. Take care and peace.